Next, question number 2. In the problem, now I will read the problem. In order to decompose 9 grams of the water, 142.5 kilojoules of heat is required. Hence, the enthalpy of formation of the water is. So, in the problem, they are given the amount of the heat required to decompose 9 grams of the water. Therefore, let us represent the decomposition reaction of the water. This is the decomposition reaction of water. So, here according to the stoichiometry, 18 grams of the water is participating. But in the problem, for 9 grams of the water, they are given the heat required. Therefore, first to calculate the quantity of heat required for decomposition of the 18 grams. For 9 grams of water, heat required. Heat required is 142.5 kilojoules. Next, for 18 grams of the water, heat required is 142 by 18 into 9. Sorry, 142 by 9 into 18. Therefore, the quantity of heat required is 284 kilojoules. Next, now heat of formation of the water. So, we want to calculate the heat of formation of the water. So, in general, if you want to calculate the heat of formation of any one compound, first represent the formation reaction for that compound. So, let us represent the formation reaction for water. So, for 1 mole of the water, the formation reaction is here 1 mole of the H2 plus half mole of the O2. So, for this reaction, we want the heat change. So, this formation reaction is exactly opposite to the decomposition reaction. Therefore, the amount of the heat change involved in this reaction is exactly equal in magnitude to the earlier reaction, but opposite sign. Therefore, heat change. Therefore, enthalpy change or heat change. Enthalpy change is equal to minus 284 kilojoules per mole. So, answer is D. Just wait. 142.5. Okay. This is 285. So 285. Answer is D.
285 sir.
285. మళ్ళీ చేయాలి మొదటి నుంచి చేయాలి 5 కనిపించట్లేదు. నెక్స్ట్ మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను. ఇక్కడి నుంచి చేయాలి. ఇక్కడి నుంచి చేయమంటారా? ఓకే రైట్. సో ఫర్ 9 grams of మొత్తం రబ్ చేసేయాలా? For 9 grams of the water, heat required is given as 142.5 kilojoules. Therefore, first to calculate the heat required for the decomposition of the 18 grams of the water. So, for 18 grams of the water, the calculation is 142.5 by 9 into 18. Therefore, this is 285 kilojoules. Next, based on this heat required to decompose the 18 grams of the water, now we have to calculate the heat of formation of the water. For that purpose, first to construct the formation reaction for the water. While constructing the formation reaction of the water, first you put 1 mole of the water on the product side, then you take the suitable moles of the reactants on the reactant side. Next, this formation reaction is exactly opposite to the decomposition reaction. Hence, the magnitude of the enthalpy change involved is the same, but with opposite sign. Hence, enthalpy change. Hence, enthalpy change is minus 285 kilojoules per mole. Therefore, answer is D. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. ikkadune chadimanta. Next, the heat of formation of the CO2. Okay. Okay. The heat of formation of the CO2 gas, CO gas and H2O gas are minus 393.5 kilojoules per mole, minus 11.5 kilojoules per mole and minus 241.8 kilojoules per mole. Next, the standard enthalpy change in kilojoules per mole for the reaction CO2 plus H2 gives CO and H2O. So, for this given reaction, they are asking the enthalpy change. So, question number 3, the reaction is CO2 gas plus H2 gas. Here CO gas plus H2O gas. So, for this reaction they are asking the enthalpy change. Here, so they have given the enthalpy of formation of the various participating species. So, whenever if the enthalpy of formation of the reactants and products are given, if they ask the enthalpy change for the reaction, the formula is enthalpy of the formation of the products minus enthalpy of formation of the reactants. Here products are carbon monoxide and H2O. So, for carbon monoxide the enthalpy of formation is given as minus 11.5, and for water the enthalpy of formation is given as minus 241.8. Next enthalpy of formation of the CO2 is given as a minus 393.5. Next, the enthalpy of formation of the hydrogen. See, the standard enthalpy of formation of the elements is always 0. Therefore, here this is another value is 0. Now, we want the result. Just one second. బోర్డు మీద చేసేదానికన్నా ఇక్కడ చేసుకోవడం బెస్ట్ కదా, టైం వేస్ట్. మైనస్ జస్ట్ వన్స్ ఇక్కడ వేసుకున్నాను. ఓకే, కనిపిస్తుంది క్యాలిక్యులేటర్. Okay. Okay. So, therefore, the total enthalpy change of the products is minus 253.3 minus of minus plus 393.5. So, answer is plus 140.2 kilojoules per mole. So, answer is B. Okay. అవునా, అచ్చా మళ్ళీ మొదలు
ఆన్సర్ అని చెప్పేది మీరు చెప్పిన వాయిస్ ఒకటి తీసుకొని మేము మన పీపీటీలో అది బ్లింక్ అవుతుంది సార్. ఇట్లా
వాయిసా
ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ బి అన్నారు కదా, ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ బి అనగానే అక్కడ మీది
వాయిస్ సరిగా రావట్లేదా?
వాయిస్ వస్తుంది కాకపోతే తక్కువ వస్తుంది మీది. అక్కడ వాయిస్ మీకు పిక్చర్ ఇట్లా బ్లర్ ఇట్లా అవుతుంది అక్కడ.
అచ్చా అట్లానా, సరే మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను. ఇది
పర్లేదు,
ఓకే ఇది చెప్పేస్తా,
ఇది ఓకే,
ఇది ఇంకో దానికి చెప్పమంట.
నెక్స్ట్ వన్
ఓకే.
ఫస్ట్లో ఎలా ఉంటుందో
ఇది ముందుగానా మీరు ముందు ఇచ్చేసింటే నేను సొల్యూషన్ రాయట్ చేస్తుంటే టక్ అయిపోయేసేది అట్లా.